So we are deluged with earnings right now. We're still awaiting Advanced Micro Devices. Let's check in again, though, on shares in Bank of Montreal. They were among the worst performers in Toronto. The bank was downgraded by RBC over U.S. credit concerns. We've got more on that and other market movers. We're joined by Bloomberg's Stephanie Hughes. Stephanie.
Hey, Andy. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. BMO shares are down as much as 5% today. That was enough to put it among the worst TSX performers. And like you mentioned, it was because BMO got hit with an RBC downgrade to sector perform from outperform. That's kind of like moving a stock to a hold from a buy recommendation. So the analyst, Darko Mihalik, and his team believes that BMO's credit quality is deteriorating at a faster pace than its U.S. peers as we're in the early stages of rising credit card delinquencies. And on top of that, when it comes to the valuation, Mihalik said that BMO was already kind of in the penalty box when it came to the valuation, with some modest amount of downside to shares. So a little bit of pressure on BMO today. And another stock I'm watching is Chorus Aviation. Now, this is an interesting one. The stock was up as much as 16%. Emphasis on the was because it kind of came back down to earth at the end of the day and ended the day about 3% lower last time I checked. And the company agreed to sell its regional aircraft leasing segment to HPS Investment Partners for about $1.9 billion. Chorus said it would be using this funding to clean up its balance sheet and pay down debt as it navigates higher debt loads. And it was an interesting play because the company delved into the aircraft leasing business about 2 years ago when interest rates were a lot lower. But once they started rising, it put more strain on the segment. And now, and this came after they were acquiring Falco Regional Aircraft's assets. So it's a complete U-turn that traders initially welcomed, but throughout the day it was maybe less so welcomed. Finally, Tilray, those shares are up as much as 15%, biggest intraday gain since May, and a top TSX performer for most of the trading day. The cannabis company's fourth quarter earnings exceeded expectations. Adjusted EBITDA was nearly $30 million. Net revenue was just shy of $230 million. And that was because even though all segments were higher this quarter, it really was the alcoholic beverages segment that was the leader here with a boost of 137% this quarter. So Tilray has been making a bigger play into alcoholic beverages, buying about 8 craft beer brands from Anheuser-Busch back in October. So it seems to be playing out and panning out. And even just a few days ago, they unveiled a new line of non-alcoholic beverages looking to tap into that growing market as younger generations really just pull back on the drinking there, Andy.
Thank you very much indeed. Stephanie Hughes, the one and only of Bloomberg.